Discussion today is about how one Wikimedia project can be used in various fields, various ways. So the project is Wikimedia Commons, and we all know that Wikimedia Commons is a repository of media files. And when we talk about Wikimedia Commons, generally what comes in mind is the images we see in Wikipedia or Wiki Voyage. These images, they come from Wikimedia Commons. But the thing is that when we actually are reading a Wikipedia article, say it's a local article, and we find that there's no image attached to it, no relevant image attached to it. So if it is a local food, it's about a local food or a local place, we can click an image and upload it in Wikimedia Commons and connect it to Wikipedia or Wiki Voyage. But this is not the process which we can do all the time, because this is we should actually upload images to Commons in a more organized way. So how to do it in a more organized way? For that I am going to Wasiul. He's from Bangladesh. So he is actually leading a project. I want him to talk about his project, how to do a Wikimedia Commons project in an organized way.
Okay, hello everyone. I am Wasiul Bahar from Bangladesh. I am working with a project named Project Korikat, mainly in Bangladesh, and we also have a team member in Kolkata, India, and in also Toronto, Canada. So we started this project in 2021. So when we started this project, our main focus was to fill the content gap in the local articles. Our main objective was mainly the infamous places which don't have that much image in Wikimedia Commons, or in which Wikipedia pages has not that much images. So we started this project, and with this project we are welcoming the newcomers in Wikimedia Commons. We are giving all types of facilities, how to take pictures, how to upload images, and how to take good images. So we are trying to get a lot of newcomers, and we have also a special photography team. With this team, we are doing photo work regularly in some places of Dhaka. So with that team, we first identify the Wikipedia pages which don't have images, then we analyze the articles, and we find out some areas where should we do photo work, and after that we make a map where should we go and how to go, how much time we should spend, and how much kilometers we should walk. So after making this process, we went to the offline photo works, and in the photo work we took photos and then upload into the Commons. And also with this project, we are helping newcomers in editing, how to edit images and how to take images from with which he or she had. Like if you have a mobile, you can take good pictures and upload that, or if you have a DSLR, you can upload that. So the thing is, don't be worried which device you have, mobile or a DSLR. Just click and upload that in Wikimedia Commons, because Wikimedia Commons needs your contribution, because there's a lot of articles missing images. So don't be worried, just upload images, and the rest will be done by the our team members or the skilled contributors of Wikimedia Commons.
Thanks, Wasiul. So you said the name of the project is Korikat.
Yes, Project Korikat.
Why Korikat? So can you please explain what's the meaning of Korikat?
Korikat is a Bengali word which means the woods which supports the weight of roof in local houses. There is a roof made in tin or wood. So in the roof, under the roof, there are some woods which take the weights which supports the roof. So if the coricars or the woods are missing or that cannot take the weights of the roof, the whole house will be collapse. So we need to make these coricars strongly. We need to organize these coricars in a perfect way. So while we started the projects, we need a catchy name which have also which
Local name.
yes, local name,
Yeah.
which have the main things of with our objectives. So we choose the name Curicat.
Coricut is joyous, as we know. So it's the foundation you
Yes,
are talking
the
about.
foundation
It
of
gives
the
the
roof.
foundation. So
Yes.
that's why. But this is how organized uploads to Commons should be. And with this comes the main first problem we might face, that when we go out, we think that whichever thing is in the public place, we can click pictures of that. But that is not always true. So there's something called freedom of panorama, and it allows permanent installations. There's some installations which are not permanent, which are not allowed. So to talk about that, Nizil, please, can you elaborate on that, please?
Freedom. Freedom of panorama applies to places outside of our closed spaces. So it is about we cannot click pictures of all the places and all the things which are outside, because if someone has created something artistic work, it should be considered that is it has a copyrights when we click picture of it. If a work is present in a public place or where public has an access as a public space, and then we can click photograph it. But we should consider two other points. If it is a 3D artwork, a 3D work, it is okay to be clicked and uploaded on Wikimedia Commons. If it is a 2D, for example, it is a graffiti or a painting or some engravings, it is not acceptable on Commons because freedom of panorama on Indian laws are not accepted for 2D things.
Okay, so we cannot take pictures of graffitis and upload to Commons.
No, we cannot do this in
But
India.
we can take pictures of statues.
We can take picture of statues or monuments or houses and all architectural works,
Okay.
but we cannot take. If that picture is already in a public domain, for example, we are going to public gallery, it is an art gallery, which has a picture or a painting which is hundreds of years old, it is out of copyright. It is still a public access space. It is a 2D image, but it is already out of copyright. So we can take a photograph it and upload it because it is in a public domain. In a 3D artwork, we have to consider also, is it a temporary or it is a permanent? If it is a permanent installation, for example, if in our city is a roundabout where a sculpture is installed, it is a permanent sculpture. We can take a picture of it. But if we go to some place, for example, some public place, and there is a temporary art installation, we cannot take a picture of the permanent. We can take a picture of permanent art installation, but we cannot take a picture of temporary artwork because it will be gone in few days. Things applies. There is a catch. How can we decide it is a permanent or temporary? So we have to decide by intention of it. It is not about time, how long it will survive in a public place. Maybe some art installation is there. After 2 years, road is expanding and artwork is removed. So how can we say that this was a permanent? So intention should be decided. It is intended to be permanent, then it is a permanent, even if it is removed after 2 years. But if it is temporary, then we cannot do it. So intention decides what is permanent and what is temporary. For example, graffiti will be gone away after few years. So, but it is permanent because it was intended to be permanent. Though we do not upload graffiti in India, it is acceptable in Bangladesh, So if someone is from Bangladesh, he can click picture of graffiti and upload it because it is allowed under
Laws for
Bangladesh.
different countries.
Yeah, so it varies by jurisdictions.
Okay.
Yes, I need to add something. The freedom of panorama, the law differs from the country. So before taking pictures, just you need to check the page, freedom of panorama page in Wikimedia Commons. That will be best.
So these are the things which we should keep in mind while taking pictures. But as a photographer, it's very hard to keep these things in mind because what we want is just taking pictures. So who can help us with these things? So to help the photographers with all the rules and even with some technical details and all those things, there's a user group which is the Commons Photographers User Group. So they have, they are there to help with all the problems we face, the photographers face, and also they have certain plans and projects. So Shreya is from Wikimedia, this Commons Photographer User Group. So can you please share what your visions are, this user group visions?
Yeah, thank you so much Ji, for introducing. So, my name is Shreya and I am the current board member of Commons Photographers Users Group. So, to make this panel discussion a bit interesting and interactive, I would like to ask you all, how many of you contribute on Commons Wikipedia? Okay, almost all. And before today, how many of you have heard about Commons Photographers Users Group? Some of them. Yeah. So this is a user group which is international and we conduct many activities. For example, we conduct photo walks in different countries and recently we had a photo walk in Philippines, also in India, in Wikimedia. We conduct photo walks. Apart from that, many of us think that Commons is just about uploading pictures. But no, it's not. It's also about uploading it in a correct way, structured way, putting categories and all. So our user group provide trainings in how you can for example, many of the contributors don't know how to structure the picture or how to add categories. So we conduct trainings related to that, related to the demand of how what people wants to know. So recently, last year, we conducted a workshop. X-Ray, if you might know, he's a very known photographer. We called him, I am the event coordinator, so I coordinated with him and we conducted a workshop based on Lightroom. Lightroom is a photo post-editing software. So he introduced us with it. He helped us how to edit on that, how to edit pictures. So it was a nice workshop, and also in future, since Lightroom is paid, so many of us can't afford it. So in future we are planning to have workshop on other open source post-editing softwares which we can use to edit pictures. So apart from this, we conduct many competitions as well. Like last month we conducted a women's datathon with collaboration with CSI A2K, and there we had around 45 to 50 participants, in which 10 to 12 were active, and within a span of 10 days we had more than 41,000 edits. So likewise we work with people, with our community, and yeah, so if you all want to join this, I can provide you the link, and yeah, you can join.
Yeah. So as we can see that not many of us knew about the user group. So it's high time we join this user group, and they are there to help us. So, but When we are talking about commons, most of us think that it's about images. It's a media repository, it's not only about images, and there are other things also, videos and audios, and good number of projects are there with the audio files as well. And we have one like that in the Punjabi community, the Wikisource community. They are working on audiobooks. So Jagzeer is here. Can you talk about these audiobooks?
Hello everyone. I'm Jagsir Singh from Punjabi Wikimedia and User Group. So in 2021, we have planned a project. The idea behind the project is that everyone is not everyone do not want to or are not able to read or edit books or proofread them. So the idea is that why don't we that we should provide a type of format that is easily available and accessible to everyone. So what we did is we selected books from Wikisource and then created the audiobooks. So the idea came into mind that when I was traveling with my friend, he was listening to Manto stories. Maybe you have heard of his name. He is very like great writer from Punjab and also in Pakistan. He was listening to his story. So I asked that why are you listening instead of songs or other thing. He said that I want to read his story, but I don't get time. So I feel that if he is not getting time, I was also like the kind of person that not interested in reading books. But there are so many stories and so many books that are essential for everyone. Like we cannot miss those books. Like with the cultural books, like our folk tales. So we decided that let's take some books and create audiobooks. The other thing is that in this era of internet, we cannot only be consumer. We also have to be creator. As in being Wikipedian, we are creating knowledge and we are creating like so many kind of things. We are creating articles, proofreading books. But the audio books industry is growing. And people are more interested in listening rather than reading. This is my observation. So I think that we should also in Wikipedia we should also update our content. So we decided to create audiobooks. So this is how we get into the audiobooks platform. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jagzeer. So you actually convert these Wikisource books to audiobooks. Only the books available in Wikisource, or you add new books?
Actually, first, as of now, we started with the books that are already available on Wikisource, and we also choose those books. Those have like a historical relevance, cultural relevancy, and those are which are popular books, which are like people take interest. Like when maybe you most have heard of Heer Ranja Mirza Saba and other folk tales of Punjab. So those are very relatable, and what I believe that we should know about these. What do we say in Punjabi? We say Lok Nayak. That these are our folk artists. Like we have to know about them. But if we say to someone that read this story about these people, so this is like we have to the like reading is a kind of activity, but not listening. We can listen to audiobooks whenever we are doing any kind of work. So first we started because in Wikisource, Punjabi Wikisource, we have lot of content. So now we just have started from the books that are already available, and we will also if we need some books that are not available, but we can provide audiobook. We will also work on that.
Right, it's a great way to know your culture. But I was thinking that if someone wants to read about new contemporary writing, so because we know the books in Wikisource, they are in public domain. So if we find some authors who are willing to contribute their writing, contemporary writing, is it possible? Is it possible to bring this to Wikisource? So what's the procedure?
There is a procedure we can follow. We can meet the author or copyright owner of that work, we have to convince it we are going to release your work under free license, which can be reused, published with only giving you credit. If you agree to do this, we can have that text on Wikisource under CC by SR license, and then we can have an audio of it recorded for a audiobook, which will create another license on the top of it. So we can have it. Even Gujarati Wikisource have such books which are donated by authors or their children or their sons who now own copyright of their father's works, because copyright extends beyond life of an author, 60 years beyond the life of author. So their sons thought that some of their works, they are out of print, they are not maybe printed very soon, or we want to be accessible to more people. We do not have financial considerations. We want our father's works to be available to more people. So they agreed to our request, and there are few books already on Gujarati Wikisource which are copyrighted, but they had donated under free license to Wikisource, Gujarati Wikisource. So it is possible.
So Zagzi, do you have plans to create audiobooks of any contemporary writers later on?
Actually, the books we have created, it also have a writer, but he just passed away a couple of years ago. His books are like, as he said, has a cultural reference. So that one contemporary writer we have covered, and we have some books, poetry books, who was already released in like public domain. So we will working on that. But I feel that what I think that it is not really important the author is contemporary or not, but we just keep in mind that what this book is going to provide, what kind of value it is going to provide to the listener or readers. So we choose books on the basis of that. Does not matter it is very old or new. So this thing.
Great. We've heard about these things, these audiobooks and all, and also the user group who can help us. And now in this age when we are facing the environmental crisis and we want to have a greener future, so does Wikimedia Commons have any project which is actually focusing on that? So we have with us Anup Sadi and Dolan Prabha. They are from Bangladesh. So they are working on a project which is actually focuses on these issues, right? So can you please tell something about that?
I am Anup Sadi. From Bangladesh. I have been working on Commons till 2014, so it is 9 years almost. At the beginning, in Bangladesh, the internet speed was very low at the time, and the camera also at the time, it was not too much DSLR. We are using at the time normal camera, and we started uploading photos. So at that time, we take a small number of photos. We are focusing on the topics or the articles, and in that way, we uploaded photos. So we thought that articles on Wikipedia should keep 1 or 2 images or very important or good images. In this way, we started, and in Bangla Wikipedia, you can remember that depth of Bangla Wikipedia is very high and rich. So if you think that Commons is for images, that is true, but it is not in a sense storeroom of thousands of photos in similar topic. So in the last 9 years, I have uploaded only 2,000 photographs. This is very low, I think, in number, but many Commons photographers thought or now think also in this way that we can upload too many photos. I think that is not necessary, and in Commons another also rules also that this is not a storeroom like Facebook to keep photos. So we have, actually I and Dolan Prabha also thought that we are thinking about it, about an article that is imageless, then we visited there, and in this way we have traveled Bangladesh, India and Nepal, and we have uploaded images in a sense, and it will Commons photography change my outlook and looking process also. When we are traveling in a train, we are just one click is enough to take a photo of any school or the gate of a university, or in a railway station, just in a speedy train, I took one photograph, but in a railway station, you will not get any type of images, because no one took photographs in last 10 years or 15 years. They are not thinking in this way. So one images is important in that particular article. So encyclopedia, as Wikipedia is an encyclopedia, encyclopedia is the first priority, then images. We need to upload the images. We can upload images now without the article in your own language, but I have thought in this way. So I have uploaded ecology based photography, that I am thinking that this is a river. We have thousands of rivers in India and 1300 rivers in Bangladesh. So we need the photograph of rivers. And when I thought another water bodies, then I took the that water body photograph. And I have thought about the fishes also, that in a, and then species in this way. Fishes, species, freshwater fishes and saltwater fishes, and then other water bodies, plants and animals. So in this way I have thought, and I have uploaded the photos. So dimension and diversity is important here. But in our locality or in these three countries, you will get too much photographer on birds. They are only searching birds. All the time they are searching birds, and they are telling you that I have uploaded, I have collected, or I have clicked 1200 species birds photo. That is important, but if you think that you are traveling and you are going elsewhere to elsewhere and another place to another place, then you think that I can take an image of a ants or animals or insects. You can take and try to understand what is the species of this animal or insect. Then you can also increase your learning and your knowledge. And I have also in this way, in the last 11 years, I become interested in species and botany and zoological things also. This is very, I am a literary student. I studied English literature in Dhaka University, but now I know minimum 500 species. I can watch and tell these are the name, not the scientific name, but these are the name of these birds and these animals or these plants. This is very exciting to me. Just in 11 years, and some new person asked me what is the species name, and then I can tell in Bangla. Then he thought, how could I understand the botany or zoology? So this was made me the commons photography area. When I thought that I am watching in a national park or visiting in a national park, then I try to remember the scientific name and the taking a photo and then upload it. So in this way, I worked in various communities and with the other that think that you have clicked an endangered species photo, then you can use that photo in minimum 20 or 30 Wikipedias. Actually, you do not know you cannot read that Wikipedia article, but you are contributing the images to those unknown Wikipedia. Actually, we do not know Cebuano language, but I am contributing in that language through the images. So diversity becomes here great, and we are contributing in this way. Thank you.
Thanks. Dolan, you want to add something?
I am Dolan Prabha. and I am Bengali Wikipedian. I create and edit Bengali Wikipedia. Anupsati and me visit Bangladesh, India and Nepal, and we visit Bangladesh Botanical Garden and Nepal Botanical Garden and India Lalbagh Botanical Garden, and we took 300 species photo. That's.
Okay, you were talking about the water bodies, the rivers photos you were taking. So, are you actually documenting like how the water bodies are changing, like for in the past 10 years, how they have changed, so that we can actually see the impact of these environmental problems?
Yes, when I took the river photography, or I am taking pictures on rivers, then of course I am thinking that I should document or just click a picture about the river pollution. That is very in worse situation in India and Bangladesh, also Nepal also. So river pollution, river erosion, and these are all related to the human rights. And in common, so we have another project, I think, on human rights related and the poor people related topics and the fishermen's. In India and Bangladesh, all the rivers are boundary, they are making limitations, something like this, that we are all creating dams in sluice gates. So just in Mymensingh, a division of Bangladesh, I have clicked a photography 6 or 7 years ago. It was a very small sluice gate at that time. But again, I visited in that area 7 years later. I was there, this sluice gate is different. This dam is different, this rubber dam is different. So we are creating structures. The government of these three countries are creating too many structures. So it is changing the courses of the rivers, and in this way they are affecting the species also. So why the endangered species are declining, or they are going to be extinct? These are the common problem throughout the world. So I have worked on this way, and in IUCN also they are increasing these type of topics, and they are encouraging to create common consciousness, the people's consciousness to keep the water bodies or rivers in the same way. So these are related to human rights works also. So in this way, the situation is decreasing, but I have tried a lot, and we are also trying to create a common consciousness and awareness to keep the environment clean and in the restricted or a protected area that should be give extra attention. Thank you.
I think that's a great way to show us that how the things are changing around us, because we all know about these environmental problems, but we don't know actually how much damage it is creating. So if we see these images, the differences, I think it's a great way to show people that actually what is changing. I will want to ask Shreya something, that we all know about you were talking about that your user group have some contests also. So we all know about these Wiki Loves monuments and those things. So where can we find the contest of these user groups? So what the best place?
So yeah, there is a link. I'll share you the link of the user group. So there you can find all the links related to the competitions which will be held in future and which are already held in past. So if I would like to add one more thing to the last month, which the competition we held, it was of Women's Datathon. So it not just focused on adding pictures, but it also focused on how, basically we focused on categorization, putting depicts in the pictures and adding structure to the pictures. So we don't only focus on uploading pictures, because there are already a lot of pictures in Commons. So providing those pictures to relevant to relevant Wikipedia pages, and structuring those pictures with providing categories, structures, depicts, etc. We also focus on that because that is also very important. As he mentioned that WikiCommons is not just a dump yard. So yeah, we focus on that, and there are many upcoming events. I'll provide you the link, and if you all are interested, you can join those events and competitions which we'll held in future.
Hello. Yeah, the thing is that when we talk about commons contest, we always think about uploading images. So this is a very important thing because if we don't categorize it properly, if we don't put the proper description, these images will be lost because there might be a good image somewhere in the commons, but we won't be able to use it. So this is as much important as uploading the photos. So please look for this type of contest also, other than only the uploading contest. So I think this was all. We will be open for questions to the panels.
Sumita, I have something to add.
Oh.
Okay. First of all, I'll say that Commons is a repository of images, and I will
media files actually.
Yes,
yeah,
media files. So I will encourage the contributors to take not only one photos, because just take from different angles of a single thing. Take images with different lightings from different angles, and then compare that. You can upload all the pictures, or you can upload the images which is the best. So don't take a single picture, because if you are going to a place where you which is very which is not that much affordable for you to go, and if you take one picture and come to the your home, and while uploading, you will if you was that the image is not that much good, you can go to the same place and take picture. So take picture from different angles with different lightings, and come to the home and upload that images. So I will encourage to everyone to take as much as possible of everything.
Yeah, Vasul, because it's not always possible to go back to the same place and click the pictures. So take as much picture as possible, but also you were mentioning that take pictures from different angles, but we'll have to upload all the pictures from different angles, because
Yes.
to represent it properly, we need pictures from different angles. But
Like-
when we're taking pictures from the same angle, we will have to upload the best picture.
Yes, you
that's
you
the
can
thing.
you can upload everything, but it's better to upload the best picture.
Yeah.
And I want to tell a story. When I was in 9th grade or 10th grade, I was a military lover of. So I was a Wikipedian then. I was editing in Bangla Wikipedia. So as I was a military lover, I searched Bangladesh Army in Wikimedia Commons and went to the category and just scroll down the images of Bangladesh Army and watch that images. So the thing is, you should take every single thing of the place and upload that, because it is give the users a better understanding what there is and what is like from different angles. So you should think a lot of pictures.
And Jagzir, yeah. You want to ask something? No, please.
Actually, I just want to add one more thing about the audiobooks. Because as of now, we have created 10 audiobooks and more than 15 individual stories. So, what I want to say is that it is not important that how much work we did. The important thing is what skill we gained. Because Wikipedia has helped me a lot in to grow in my career. So I just want to share our experience is that one of our team member, she has a great voice. But in this project, we have also provided a training. The trainer was a professional theater artist and also a radio jockey. So after it was a 3-day training. So after the training, she has applied for a local radio station. So in that radio station, because first of all she has a great voice, but after the training she has nourished her voice, and she got a job in that local radio station. So which is, I think, that our achievement. Yeah. So she is with us, but in another hall. So her name is Gilja. So you may find her in the conference. So what I think that our achievement is to provide skill that can help in our career, because as a volunteer on Wikimedia, we are. We came, like my perspective of this, I came here to gain skill or gain knowledge that can help me grow. So this is, I think, that the main achievement of our project, because the creating content or creating audiobook, that will that is a long process that will continue with our life. So these kind of things that we get, it is more these are the highlights of our projects. Yeah.
Inspiring story, because I also think that the various Wikimedia projects, they actually help you sharpen your skills. So if you help Wikimedia projects, you are helping yourself actually. So yeah. So any question? Yeah.
Done on commons. So one thing what I would like to ask Nizil, what he was telling about, I was not known about the 2D and 3D concept, means for classifying the things. So what about the when some festive decorations, they are just like Rangoli and all, those are of course 2D and of course temporary and intended to be temporary only.
There is a thing which, so
Okay.
if the things are passing the threshold of creativity, how can we apply the threshold of creativity? If someone is creating something, he is adding their artistic sense, then it is a copyrightable. We can say that. Rangoli can be on a, there is a gray area when we can say the Rangoli and all that.
Decorations in
Festive
the temple,
decorations,
those
we
are neither
cannot-
copyright
No, it cannot be copyright. It
and of
has a very,
temporary.
but it has a very low threshold of creativity. Threshold of creativity is a marker which applies to copyright. If I write a gibberish, it cannot be copyrighted because it has a no threshold of creativity. It does not pass its threshold. For example, I draw squares and rounds and circles in a no particular way, and then I cannot claim creativity on it.
Of course,
Because
yeah.
it has a very low threshold. Same way applies to festive decoration. It has a no high grade of creativity. If it has a claimable high grade of creativity, if it passes a threshold of high creativity, then it can be copyrighted.
Just like we can consider, we are seeing in the case of articles notability, same thing applied for creativity also.
Pardon for?
Means just in the article.
Yeah.
Articles. Of course.
Something like that.
So only we have to
Yeah.
apply here and see with our own judicious mind that whether
Yeah.
it qualifies or not.
Does it qualify as an artistic work? Do we see this as an artistic endeavor? So if we consider this as an artistic endeavor or intention of articism in it, then we can claim that this can be a copyrighted work.
One more thing, you are having so similar photographs,
Okay.
and you may choose the best out of that. One thing and another thing, just like what he was telling about having photos from different perspectives and angles. So that way also we may select all the photos grouped together, bunched together, and then we may select the best out of those and just.
I think we should not delete it, which are also recording with the image, not just a simple one angle. There must be a difference in details. One image has an extra resolution, one image has a low resolution. So lighting and issues, timing and issues. Some pictures are taken in the early morning, some are at night, some are at evening. So we are not only recording a place, we are also recording a time and details. Sometimes some picture has some part of place is covered. Some other picture may take other part of it. If we combine, We can use this way on a article. But we should have multiple photographs. We should have. There are many more things we are recording with the image. For example, metadata, and there are examples where so many large number of picture of a single place help generate the 3D models of it. When some places were destroyed in wars and all, their historical pictures taken from a different angle, different resolution, different timing help us generate the 3D model of the lost places. So we are also recording the place as well, not just the sake of image or just for depiction.
We have
we can upload it. We can upload it even if it is a temporary installation. Obviously, these are the temporary installations, but we can claim it. It is accessible to public, and it is a 3-dimensional works. So we can have it even if it is temporary. There are few things in a freedom of panorama which are in a gray area. I always tell it. Gray area.
Can I quickly make an intro to the hall? That's better. And let's just stick to the questions that are already in the room. I think Sushant had the next question. Cool. Sushant.
My question is for Shreya and Vasi. I heard two statements. Shreya told that WikiCommons is not a dumping ground. You should not be dumping photographs. Whereas Vasi told that you take as many as photo possible and upload it. So these two are contradictory.
Okay, I want to answer this and take as much as possible from different angles, from different lightings, and then I imported that in my laptop or my PC. Then I just deleted those images which is blurry or very dark. You should not upload that blurry image or the images of yourself or the images of which don't have that much value, encyclopedic value. So you should not upload that, but you can upload the good images like which is not blurry, which has good lighting. And you should not upload the images which is from the same angle with same lighting. It's not a best practice. So it's a thing.
I would like to say something. Like for example, if we take a monument of Taj Mahal, there are number of pictures uploaded of Taj Mahal with the same angles. So what should we do? Should we delete those pictures to?
Yes, can you?
Like there are many like photographers who take pictures of monuments, and of monuments there are already many pictures uploaded with different lightings, front view. If you talk about Taj Mahal, the front view of Taj Mahal is has covered a number of pictures. So what should we do about that?
Actually, there is no restriction uploading the image, but it's not a best practice to upload the same image much time. So there is no restriction or there is no rule what should you upload or what should you not. But it's not a best practice to upload from the same angle.
From the copyright perspective. I just want to make one submission. I think as a community we should push for the extension of freedoms, not the restriction. See, the famous case which is cited in Creative Commons is that Walt Disney once fought a case and won in the US, where for 4 or 5 seconds someone was watching a TV in the house and Walt Disney movie came on the TV. So they blocked the main movie which was being shot as copyrighted. And if I'm not mistaken, even in some parts of Europe and all, the buildings and all are not allowed to be sold. So we should push for an extension.
More relaxation. There will be upcoming copyright issue. For example, machine generated content. As of now, we have no law which grant copyrights to machines. If you people are known about DALI 2, the machine generated images. Okay, so they are not copyrightable right now, but might be in the future we might have a copyright for the machines as well. If we can have some laws which prevent it, it would be a great for our projects. Like sometimes some images for some places or some historical places or some explanatory images, we cannot have copyright or copyleft work. We cannot create by ourselves. But sometimes machine generated images can be helpful. So it would be upcoming copyright issues in the future, I think.
It's about good photos, how many photos. It's also about the context. Like there are many photos in many places, but you also have to understand the context. If the context is relevant and necessary, then go ahead. If the context is not relevant, if the conditions are not for what you are doing, then take a step back and think about it. So it's not always a black and white question, that's the point. And for all of the wonderful panelists, thank you very much. These are questions that we would not have answers, but are important questions. So let's keep thinking about this. Difference of opinion is something that we want to celebrate. So whether it is quality, whether it is quantity, let's start more discussions around it. Thank you, Sumidda, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you.